Most businesses don't fail because of bad ideas. They fail because the founders can't get out of their own way. Today I want to jump into something so profound that is overlooked way too often. It's leadership. Leadership and how to guide your team and how to create a culture within your business that thrives and that builds productivity and growth. So there's many things that we can say about staff and how to encourage your team and how to build a positive environment. But unfortunately, in the general business, owners are so focused on creating success and driving their ideas that they forget about the staff. They forget about the team that runs everything in the background. So my question to you is, can you do it alone? No, you can't. You specifically have interviews and you talk to people because you think they will fit into your team. So why not create a team? Why not create an environment where everybody can be happy, everyone can have growth, and by doing that, your business grows. You become just so much more. You get ideas from your staff, you give your ideas to them. It just becomes such a big benefit to you and everyone else when you create an environment where people want to go to work. Those working situations where you have people that just rock up to work, they work 8 to 5, you call them clock watchers, or people that are just there to earn their salary at the end of the month because they have to be there. Those are not productive staff members. And those unproductive staff members are probably your fault. It's probably the fault of the entrepreneur that is not focused on how they feel. So it's easy to fix. When you are in a team and you create an environment where you get to know your people, where your team becomes like family, your growth and your success becomes their growth and their success. So a few things that you can do to make this a reality is firstly to get to know your staff. Every person is different. Every individual retains information differently. They strive differently. They want different things out of life. Some have children, some don't, some want to learn more, and often your staff just don't know what they're capable of. Why not go and encourage them? Why not show them what they can do and what you can teach them and how you can grow together? The reality that I've learned in my career as a manager is that I can learn something from every single person around me. I can learn something from the lady who so nicely makes tea for us. I can learn something from my administration team, from the lawyers, from the top management and CEOs. It doesn't matter where the information comes from. We all have something to learn and we can teach each other every day. If you as an entrepreneur, a manager, or owner, invest time and effort in building your team, you will be so much more structured and well ahead of everybody else. So a big thing that you can do is really communicate with your staff. Know where you want them to be. Make sure that they know exactly what is expected of them and where you see their growth going. Make sure that your communication lines are open. They can tell you what they see for themselves, what they see for the business. Maybe they come up with incredible ideas that you've never thought about, but that's only possible if you create an avenue for them to communicate that. So creating growth and creating inspired environments, the first thing is communicate. Open your office door. Open your mind and your team's minds to talking to each other about what they see happening in the future. The other thing is to lead with integrity. Always be an example. What you do, they will see every day. If you're a good leader or a bad leader, your team will always look up to you. If you set the right example, then they will start to learn how to be leaders themselves. They will start setting the right example to the new people coming into your business. They will look up to you with respect. If you lead in a way that your staff sees as a shining star, that is only done when you have respect, when you open communication, when you trust in your staff, when you believe in them, and when the success and the potential of your business and the growth comes. That is when your staff are really looking up to you and you're empowering them to also become leaders at a later stage. Trust within your team is extremely important. having your team in general trust you, trust each other, and trust themselves empowers them. It gives them the ability to come to work and know that they are accountable for what they need to be doing, and then also share the accountability within the business. They can then realize when another staff member is maybe under too much pressure, when they're struggling, when they need help or knowledge, and then also come to you if they're the ones that need help and knowledge. Trust is a major part of building a strong foundation within your business, and being that example to your staff, creating trust and trusting them really empowers them. When they feel like they are valued, when they make a difference and you recognize the difference that they make, when you encourage them and you reward them and you applaud their success, not once a year when you have your year-end function and you talk about everything that you've achieved, but all the time, the small wins, the big wins. But then let's not only talk about the wins. There are bad days. Work is work, and unfortunately every day is not a good day. You might have an off day. Your staff might have off days. But let's not be negative about those bad days. When something goes wrong, acknowledge that it's gone wrong, but then find a solution together and a path that you can walk to, in future, not have those problems, and that you can grow and learn from the mistakes that you will make. But then, in future, when that same obstacle comes across your way, you can celebrate a win instead of finding the problem. So work together, encourage growth, encourage mistakes being made as constructive, to be built on, to be learned from, and then in turn create success in a different way. Creating a good, strong working environment is a really tough task. It doesn't come naturally if your culture is not in place. When you get to work in the morning, go say hi. Make it a culture thing where everyone says hi. Have a cup of coffee together. Every now and again, sit together, have coffee or buy some cake and just chat and laugh. In my office, our team are essential to my daily function. It's not about the work they do. It's not about how fantastic they are and how knowledgeable they are and how great they are with my clients. My biggest thing is when I walk in the door every day, I've got a staff member called Nolisu, and when she smiles, I smile. Doesn't matter if I got up on the wrong side of the bed. It's fantastic to walk in. When someone is having a hard day, our team picks up on it. We get together, we support each other, and that culture was driven by the founders of our business. That is the culture that they have created, that we are carrying forward, and that we want our staff to carry forward. So creating a good working environment involves various aspects. You have to have a positive culture. Be positive. In the good times, in the bad times, be positive. Always stick to your values. Make sure that your staff knows exactly what the values of the company is. Ensure that they believe in it, that they see the value in knowing what the values are. Be open and honest. Communicate with your team. Tell them what's going on. Tell them what your plans are so that they can be excited with you, so that they can see the growth, the future that you're planning, and build it along with you. Be supportive. Some days are hard. We are all people. We all have things in the background happening. Be supportive of your team. Support them in their personal lives and in their work environment, in their growth. Being a leader means that you are empathetic and supportive in every aspect of their lives. You have to have a team spirit. Have some fun. You work most of the time. You want to come to work. Have some fun. Laugh together. Make jokes together. Have stories to tell at the end of the year. In our office, personally, I have a wall behind me that's posted with stickers, and every end of the year I make a point of printing a whole bunch of photos of everything that we've done. And so often our clients walk in and they stand and they stare at this very interesting wall of mine, and they ask questions. Where were you? What did you do here? And in every single one of those photos, my people are laughing. They're smiling, they're having fun, and they have renewed energy for the next day that's coming along. I'm so proud every time that I look at that wall and I think about all the extremely fun times that we've had, building knowledge. Most of those things are work situations where we go to conferences, we get to gain more knowledge, but some of them are really just for fun, to get together and to care about each other and to show our passion for our people and for what we do. You also have to create opportunities for your team. Sometimes people don't know what they are capable of. They don't see themselves, they weren't in a situation where anybody ever told them how great they are and how great they could be. So be that person. Be that leader that shows your staff how great you can be. Find what their potential is. Everyone is different. People might be applying for an administration job, for example, but actually they have superb social skills and should rather be in a key account manager position where they work with people. So often life streamlines you in a way because you have to have a career, you have responsibilities, you have to grow, you have to develop, but often people develop in the wrong way. Be the leader that identifies what someone can be and to help them discover everything that is possible for them and to lead the road into that success. Because if they create or get success in what they're good at, it will all reflect in your business. And at the end of the day, just create a fantastic company to work with, for clients to join, because that feeling of love and care and teamwork is electric. When people walk into your office and they see how everyone works together, how every person is encouraged to be whatever they could be as good as they could be. We have specialists in different areas, and often I go to my team that are specialists in other areas than I am, and I say to them, I don't understand this, help me, explain to me what the purpose of something is. And it is so nice to share knowledge, to see that, I've got so much to learn. I always get very encouraged about how much I have to learn, and I learn from my people every single day. The other important fact is a work-life balance. So easy to fall into, you come into the office at 8 and you leave at 5, and within that time, you only focus on work. But you know what? Life goes on. You have to have a really good balance. You have to make sure that your team are healthy, that cognitively they are in a good, strong space so that they can be productive, so that they can become leaders, so that they can learn. When your team are tired and broken down, they cannot focus on anything for growth. So create an environment where you know where your team are at. Create a balanced environment so that they can live really, really good lives and be excited to be part of your team and do what needs to be done every day. So today, I just want to encourage you to be the leader that you can be. The biggest potential that your business has is your staff. They are your biggest asset. And to grow that asset is quite easy. Create an environment where they want to learn, where they want to reach new heights, where they want to see you grow, where they want to stay with your company. Staff retention is the biggest thing that you can focus on because you teach them every day. Let them invest that knowledge and skill that they learn from you every day and from the rest of your team and invest it in your business. Grow together and just be a strong team that works together and encourages each other to move forward and to grow, and in turn grow your business and have fun doing it.